Hey everyone, today I'm going to talk about 10 proven ways to finally quit that overthinking spiral. So, have you ever found yourself trapped in this never-ending maze of what ifs and maybes and should I do this and should I do that, and you're just driving yourself crazy? You're not alone. I'm right there with you sometimes. Overthinking is a habit that most of us battle on a daily basis, especially in today's hyper-connected world where information overload is pretty much the norm, right? But here's the good news. Here's the light at the end of the tunnel. Overthinking is something that's beatable. Here's a list of 10 science-backed strategies that I found that may help you conquer that spiral and start living in the moment instead. Ready, set, let's dive in. So tip number 1, give your brain a different job. So if your mind keeps circling around the same thoughts, redirect it with a different task. According to a study from the University of British Columbia, even simple activities like doodling or sorting papers can provide enough distraction to break the thought loop. So who would have thought of some simple things that can kind of get you out of that spiral for the moment? Number 2, set a time limit for decisions. So overthinkers often waste hours debating even minor choices. I know I've been there. Sometimes I take hours or days or even weeks on a major decision. Setting a timer, even 5 to 10 minutes, helps you push through all of the spiral, all of the thoughts in making a decision quickly, which research from Columbia University shows that it can reduce mental exhaustion by up to 40%. So how many of you have been in deep thought trying to make a decision? Sometimes it's something simple and you feel just like literally exhausted over it. So that's why. So cut to the chase, make a decision, and just move forward. Number 3, label your thoughts. So this is not one that I've tried, but I think it's interesting. So overthinking often involves vague, repetitive thoughts, right? So try labeling them. Try labeling it, maybe this is a worry about work, or this is a worry about my kid's school, or this is a worry about my significant other, to make them feel less consuming. So naming your thoughts has been shown to reduce the impact on your emotional state. So interesting, I'm going to check that one out. Number 4 is get physical. So we hear about exercise benefiting so many different areas, right? Especially when it comes to peak performance. So exercise does wonders for a busy mind. A study by the American Psychological Association found that 20 minutes of aerobic activity can decrease anxiety, rumination, and stress by up to 30%. So the next time that you're trapped in that thought spiral, take a brisk walk, go for a jog, or just dance around the living room, but get yourself moving. Number 5 is practice the 5x5 rule. So ask yourself this question: will it matter in 5 days, 5 weeks, or 5 months? So chances are it probably doesn't, right? Think of all the things that we worry about or make a decision over, and it's small, mundane things that aren't going to even matter in a week from now. So this simple reframing tool can work wonders, especially it helps you let go of things that don't deserve as much attention, right? So if you think of something that's really bothering you and you think, is this going to really affect me in a week or 5 weeks from now? If it doesn't, then make a decision and move on. Number 6, so let's limit information intake. So we live in an age of infinite data, but too much information can lead to analysis paralysis sometimes, right? So limit the number of articles or resources that you consult and go with your gut. Go with what feels right. You have the basic instincts. So in fact, Microsoft had a study that they found that limiting screen time improved decision-making by up to 60% in the participants. So check out, I just published a video on digital detox. So check out that video, and you'll definitely find some pearls in there that will help you as well. But 60% improved decision making, I will take that. Number 7 is challenge your what ifs with facts. So write down those what if worries and counter them with evidence. If your mind is stuck on what if I fail, remind yourself of past wins. This approach can really take you in a different direction, and it's based off of what they call CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. So this has been shown to reduce anxiety and also reducing overthinking. So check that out. Tip number 8, embrace imperfection. So perfectionism fuels overthinking. Give yourself permission to be good enough. Studies show that people who aim for good enough instead of perfect are 30% less likely to fall into these overthinking traps. So repeat after me. Progress is greater than perfection. And I even found that. I was just in a 10-day YouTube challenge that I found I was trying to be perfect. I was trying to get lighting and my hair and my script and everything perfect. And, it's just not that way. So we just go with what we can. And I want to make progress rather than perfection. And I think a lot of people appreciate that as well. Tip number 9, use journaling to dump your thoughts. This is a great one for at nighttime too, when you're going to bed. If you have a lot on your mind, great way to wind down and get things on paper. So spend just 5 minutes jotting down whatever is on your mind. According to a University of Texas study, expressive writing can relieve stress, and it can help you put those nagging thoughts to bed faster than you'd ever think. So check it out at bedtime as well. And number 10, set a worry time. So set aside 10 to 15 minutes a day to let yourself worry. Yes, seriously. This one sounds kind of funny. I've never tried it, but I'm going to. This paradoxical approach has been shown to reduce all-day overthinking by basically containing it within a specific time window. So it keeps you in control rather than at its mercy. So if you plan this worry time to be at 7 p.m. to 7:15 or 7 to 7:30, go do your worry time, schedule it, and then get over it. This is interesting. I wonder how this works out. If any of you guys try it, please leave a comment in the comment section on it. So bottom line is that overthinking might feel like it's helping you solve your problems, but research shows that it often does the opposite. So let's embrace these small changes to reclaim our time, our energy, and our sanity, right? So ready to give one of these a try? Let me know which tip resonates the most with you, and let's start turning down the volume on all of that spiral, all of that overthinking together. So if you found this content valuable, please consider subscribing, and we will see you all in the next video.